I
I
remember that
started
was your
to,
first testimony, right? It was just fungus
that's
in the
right, yeah.
nail that went away.
I started to drink it because I didn't want to get Alzheimer's or prostate. I was fairly healthy when I started.
Right. So um, you'll understand at the end, it's a good thing that he had the foresight. Billy is a retired nurse. So he's all about health. He's all about prevention. And it's a good thing he had that mindset, or we might not be having this conversation today. So, everything that Dr. Mark teaches about building the immune system, you've been doing already for almost 3 years with the Redux technology, right?
Yes.
And then, what, a little bit after Christmas last year, what happened to you?
I uh, I had to be admitted in the hospital because I had my right hand was swollen. I had pain on my shoulder and I had a temperature.
And
And
I understand that the hospital was so full of people, you couldn't even get anyone to
that
pay attention to you. Did you stay there that first time, or did you go back home and have to go back? What happened to
no,
you?
I stayed in hospital. My first ward was a sitting ward. We were just 6 to 8 people sitting on a chair waiting for a bed. And then I got into a bed and I I was assigned to a corridor in a ward.
So your bed was in the corridor.
Yes.
How do you get billed for a bed in the corridor? I mean, that is just unreal to me. But you were out there in the corridor for how many hours in the cold?
Uh, it's probably around 12 hours, maybe more.
And so then you got a chest infection or something, didn't you, at that point?
I I did not know. Nobody knew about the chest infection until later.
So tell me
Uh,
what happened then when they came in to see
so
you. What
and
happened?
what happened is that when I was admitted, I when I was in the ward already, I my wife brought the ASEA for me because I wasn't able to eat or drink. So I think my wife tells me that I was drinking 8 to 10 cups a day uh, before uh, uh, before I had the incident.
So you were drinking eight,
Eight to
two
ten cups a
ounce to
day.
us, but that's 60 mils. So you were drinking eight of those a day,
Yeah.
which is about a half of this big bottle a day. Well, that's a good thing because you built yourself up right before, right? And then
Yes.
what happened?
And then this is the 30th of December. And on the 6th of January, I uh, I don't recall, but my wife told me that I called her to tell her that I cannot breathe. And so she said to me, "Tell the doctor." And an hour later, the ward was calling her that I was having a cardiac arrest.
So you had had a heart attack.
Yes. And I think it happened in one ward, and then I was luckily moved to ITU. And the matron of the ITU is my friend. And he was supposed to attend a meeting, but before he left, he came to see me, and he, he's, he noticed that I was having another cardiac arrest.
So no one was in the room but your friend.
No, there was a nurse, but he was busy doing something for me. He didn't notice the monitor that I was about to have an arrest.
So what did they do the first time that you had cardiac
They
arrest?
they
How long were you out? What did they have to do to bring you back?
they did what do you call that? The CPR. It
Mhm.
lasted for 9 minutes.
So
The
you
se-
were pretty out for 9 minutes.
yes. And then the second one lasted for 16 minutes.
I mean, that's just crazy that you're here.
And so after the second one, they decided that they put do not resuscitate next to my name
Oh
because
my goodness.
they thought I would have brain damage.
Mm.
So a DNR is do not resuscitate. I went through this 8 years ago with Jack. They will do nothing. They called me in the middle of the night. And when Jack was in the hospital. So I know exactly
Mm.
what you went through. And that means they will do nothing. They just are going to let you go. So what happened that after that you're still here?
I'm lucky that I didn't have a third heart attack because they wouldn't have resuscitated me. So what happened? I was on a monitor. I wasn't able to speak. I was unconscious for several days, and then I started talking. And so they did not have a chance to do a brain scan for my to check if I had a brain damage.
So,
That's good.
so the tube was out at that point. They had taken the tube out, and you were talking.
And I know that I remember that when I was in ITU, my wife started giving me the ASEA through a straw because I couldn't drink it from a cup. The picture there that you see is with the Renew 28. I had to cut my sister was applying the Renew 28 on on the sole of my foot, and that's her hand holding the Renew. She just posed for a photo, and I removed her picture there because in case she didn't want me to be sharing it
Okay.
with the
But
world.
it's great that you had family there in the room that could help put it on, because that's what I did to Jack 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Was I put it all of basically your whole body is on the bottom of your feet, on your hands, on your ears. If you went and had acupuncture, they'd be sticking needles in different places. And I learned that 8 years before, and I got a call from Rosalie and said, "Tell me what you did for Jack," because we got Jack's kidneys started again and Jack off life support, and here Jack is 8 years later. So your family was pretty much doing the same thing that I did for Jack. But then right then was also the launch of the new Redox Gold, which goes down the inflammatory pain pathway, right? And I got someone to give Rosalie a tube over in, where was she, Amsterdam or something, at a corporate meeting. And
That's right,
she
yeah.
flew home with it, got it to your wife. She took it to the hospital and started putting the new gel on as well as the original gel form.
At that time, I was already in the ward, and I started to walk, and
So you couldn't walk before the Redox Gold?
I was walking, and then but one evening I couldn't walk properly because the sole of my foot was painful, and so my wife applied the Redox Gold on the sole of my foot, and the next day I could walk.
See, Jack didn't have that benefit. It wasn't invented yet.
Yeah.
But I was getting these daily updates. I was talking to Rosalie constantly. How's Billy? How's Billy? How's Billy? So, so how long then before you were released to go home?
Oh, it's almost 3 months.
3 months you were in the hospital.
Every night that my wife came to visit, she gave me a drink of ASEA. And there was a time when I couldn't swallow. So I was swishing the 4 cups in my mouth, and then I was just throwing it away.
So you would just
And
spit it back out. But we know
yeah,
that those molecules within seconds go right in through the mucous membrane of the mouth, cross the blood-brain barrier. And I don't know, you don't have any brain damage. You sound awesome to me.
and in between, because when she's not there, I have this. She sprayed this with to my eyes. And I also ask the nurses to spray this into my mouth because I tell them I have dry mouth.
How smart.
Because I couldn't squeeze it myself. And
We did that for a friend who was on life support, and they wouldn't let her have any water because she was so double her size with over 100 blood clots. And they were going to put her on life support. And we took a spray bottle and a bottle to fill the spray bottle. And that's what they did, and put the gel on the bottom of her feet. And it's been, I think, 5 or 6 years now. And I got a text the other day from her, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So
in fact, when I was discharged from hospital, my eyesight was not very good. So I went to have a check-up, and they found out that my eyesight has improved. My glasses are too strong.
oh my gosh, after all you went through, your eyes improved. It's all those molecules you were putting in and on your body, I guess, right?
And because my wife was spraying this every night before she left to the ward to come home.
So let's talk
Yeah.
about what you do today, because you are a very active walker and swimmer. So tell them what you can do today.
I can walk 10,000 steps a day. I haven't
How many?
10,000 steps a day.
10,000. I wanted to
Yes.
make sure they heard that. 10,000.
I don't always have the time to do it, but I can if I just came back from a pilgrimage, and we did a lot of walking, and I averaged 10,000 steps every day for 7 days.
And then you swim. How many laps?
The last time I swam, I stopped swimming now because it's cold. The last time I went swimming, I was swimming 40 lengths of the pool.
40.
Yes.
I can't swim one. 40 lengths. And how old are you, Billy?
76.
76 years old, you guys. I mean, these are hope in a bottle, right? You know, Dr. Mark, you've lived this too. So we've got 3 men across the top of my screen that are miracle men, and it's just stunning. So is there anything else you want to say, Billy, to close out? You just have another
yes.
miracle, right?
About 3 weeks ago, I was playing, I don't know if you know this Ring a Roses.
Ring around Rosie.
Yes,
pocket full of
posies, and we all fall down. And I was playing this with my granddaughter. So I did it many times, and so the next day my knee was swollen.
And
so it was a Sunday. I couldn't go to the doctor until Monday, and I went to the doctor on Monday. It was still swollen, red, and hot. And so the doctor decided that I should go to the ambulatory ward. The ambulatory ward decided that I should insert a needle on my knee to remove the fluid in there. And before they did the procedure for myself, I could hear someone had the procedure, and he was shouting. It must have been
that's not very encouraging when you're next.
No. So I've been applying the Redox Gold on my knee during all day on Sunday and Monday, and I went back for the procedure on Tuesday in the afternoon. So before they did the procedure, I decided to put the Redox Gold. And when they did the procedure, I did not feel the pain. I just felt the needle going in. And I was walking the next day.
I'm telling you, it's just like I wish everybody just had it all in their house for when they need it.
So
And we're
I carry this with me in my pocket.
Yeah. So does Jack. Yeah.
And I just want to show this because, when there's nothing coming out, you cut it and there's plenty more.
And the reason for that is the inside of these tubes are special coated so that the product doesn't denature. These molecules are so fleeting and so fragile. They're like a spark, and they'll just denature. And so it sticks up inside. Mine in my bathroom is cut into like that. Both of mine, the Redox Gold and the Renewed 28 right now. But I'll get another week or two out of them after I cut it in two. Make sure you stick it back together and keep that as much oxygen as you can out of there. Oxygen is not its friend. We'll leave it at that. Well, Billy, we love you much. You've been on this team for 3.5 years or so, and you're just always a gentleman, and we're just could not be more happy. I'm just so pleased for you. And I understand in a couple of weeks you're heading to the Philippines to visit family.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. One last question. What does your doctor say to you? What does the heart doctor say?
I have not seen the consultant until January, but the dietitian and the physiotherapist, they discharged me. The physiotherapist did not do anything for me. He just told me to do the exercises, and when he called me, I told him I'm swimming and I'm walking, and so he discharged me.